back, subscribers. I just decided I need to do a video on how to be a successful YouTuber. Once you get to 66 subscribers, you know, there's not many people that have YouTube channels that have that many subscribers. So I thought I probably should help people out so they can become successful. And there's all these little tips and tricks that people don't seem to know about. Some of them are pretty obvious, but I need to help people out so they can be successful, because there's few things that people don't seem to. I've watched a few videos lately, and it just seems like people don't seem to get the people don't seem to know how to people don't record very good videos or set up good background, you know. So you kind of have to learn what you need to do. Like, I'll just go through a quick list. Hold people's attention. Have a good microphone so people can hear you. Set up like a studio or a good background, you know. You got to grab people's attention. You got to hold people's attention, and you got to keep from being distracted. So if you want to be a successful YouTuber and you want to have a lot of people view your videos, there's just certain things you got to do, and I'm living proof of that. So first of all, for example, here you can see I set up a nice background, and so like you got to set up like a studio and make it so that people aren't distracted by what else is going on in the room. So you don't show them the rest of the room, because it's a disaster everywhere else. I mean, if I showed you all the background of my office, it would look horrible. So you just only show them what's necessary. Okay, there's your first tip right there. Set up a nice little background. The rest of the room could be a complete disaster, but don't videotape that. Just only what you want them to see. Okay, I'm going to show you another tip here, because I see a lot of videos of people trying to record. Everybody thinks they're going to be the next pop star on YouTube, recording music, and I want to show you how to do that properly, because it seems like it's a struggle for people. Okay, so here goes your typical YouTube video. Somebody thinks that they're going to be the next famous singer on YouTube, and so they set up their little camera in their bedroom or something, and they grab a guitar and they're like, I'll sing a song, and I want to tell you I wrote this song, and all my friends really liked it. And then they talk way too much, and then they set their camera and they're like grabbing their guitar and they're gonna sing in front of it, and we're gonna play you this song now. Of course, now it sounds really bad, really tinny, and so there's your example of your average YouTuber. Horrible background, horrible sound quality, and nobody's going to watch your videos ever again. Okay? So you don't get to 66 subscribers by playing that kind of music and having those kinds of recordings. Now let me give you another example. Okay guys, so the next tip I have for you is make sure your camera doesn't point where you're actually trying to film. Just let it wander around. Okay, so we've been working on this project, and you know, sometimes people want to show the progress on their projects they're working on, and I can tell you from experience, if you're doing a barn project, let's say you're building a barn, and you're taking videos of the progress that you've made on it, I can tell you from experience, nobody cares. Nobody's interested. So if you're doing a project, make sure it's interesting. If you want to show people what you've been up to, find something interesting to do, because nobody seems to be interested. Another little tip, always include your kids in your videos. People are interested when you have kids, especially when they're out burning trash in the rain, which doesn't make any sense. And another tip, make sure your yard looks like a garbage pile, so people have something to complain about in the comments. Like, what a trashy person. Huh, that does look like a mess. Anyways, have trash laying around inside, outside, everywhere you go. Keeps the video interesting. All right, guys, one last tip. In order to be successful, you have to sound like you know what you're talking about. Pretty much just act confident and talk like you know what you're talking about. You know, give tips and tricks on how to lose weight, or how to have a successful YouTube channel, even though you really are a failure in real life at both of them. As long as you put up a good front, you'll be a success. I'm living proof of that.